Welcome to another RSR. Tonight I'm reviewing Pumas UNAM 2, Cavalry FC 0, 3-2 on aggregate. Pumas will advance to the round of 16 to play Alajuelense in the 2025 CONCACAF Champions Cup, round 1, leg 2. Pumas get the job done. Cavalry, they fought. They were down a man for pretty much, well, it was a whole half, give or take a couple of stoppage time minutes on both ends. But in the end, Pumas do their job. Memote, by the skin of their teeth, Memote saves their ass. Let's just be real. Memote Martinez saves their ass. And Gustavo Lemas. And Pumas advance. Pumas UNAM 2, Cavalry FC 0, 3-0 global. La Concachampions de la CONCACAF partido vuelta, primera ronda. Pumas avanzar de la octavos de final contra Alajuelense. It was exactly what you wanted it to be if you were a Pumas fan. I wouldn't say exactly. They did their job. But it was a game that you would be like, yep, they should win. They should advance. They should turn this over. Was it the prettiest? No. Was it what they needed? You could say so. But in the end, Pumas, they're lucky to go through. Memote saved them. Carducci makes a beautiful save on the penalty late in the first half on Pusetto. Horrible penalty by Pusetto, but Carducci makes the save. That's the biggest part of the first half. The red card on Jay Herdman. Yeah, he went studs up. Yeah, it's a penalty. It's not a red card because that's double jeopardy. It wasn't dog-so, and even then, if it was dog-so, most likely penalty yellow card. They went too far. So they're down a man. At least the penalties ball don't lie. And the Charlie Trafford card gets taken down to a yellow earlier in the first half, which I agree with. So Cavalry had a couple of run-ins with a referee who I think had it out for them, to be real. But first half, Cavalry, I think they made a mistake. I think tactically they made a mistake defending for 45 minutes. They should have went for the goal first because they had the away goal active. They score a goal. Worst comes to worst. Well, if the rest of the game went the same, if they scored a goal, they would have went to extra time. If they went for the goal first and then see what the hell happens next. I think being on the back foot, defending for most of the match, especially before going down a man, wasn't the smartest play. I think they made a mistake, but we'll go more on that later. So halftime, 0-0, 0-0, miro tiempo esta noche, 1-2 global, Cavalry líder en global. Cavalry still leads on aggregate 1-2 with a 0-0 draw at the half, but they still have 45 more minutes to play. Memote Martinez scores a goal off the header, 52 minutes in, ball's crossed in, Memote jumps up, a low cross, heads it home, 1-0, 1-0 esta noche, 2-2 global. Goals de visitar para Pumas. 1-0 on the night, 2-2 on aggregate, away goals to Pumas. They have the lead. And then, 74th minute, Memote Martinez hits a laser low, just past the hand of Carducci. A beautiful goal by Memote Martinez. Again, saves Pumas' ass. Gives them some cushion. 2-0, 3-2 on aggregate, 2-0 esta noche, 3-2 global. And Cavalry can't score. They get close a couple of times. They have some really good chances. But they do not put it past Padilla to get the away goal, to send it to extra time. They attacked too late. They started attacking too late when they should have attacked first. And they started defending too early. In the end, full time, 2-0, 3-2 on aggregate. 2-0 esta noche, 3-2 global. Pumas avanzar. Pumas will advance. And full-time stats are as follows. 21 shots to 6, 11 shots on goal to 4, 63% possession to 37% possession, 502 pass to 240, 83% pass accuracy to 82, 10 fouls to 9, 2 offside to 1, 1 yellow card to 2, 0 red cards to 1, 15 corners to 3. Let me tell you something. Pumas, I mean, man, they should have won by more. Being up a man, they should have won by more. The fact that they only, I would say, ended up winning by 2 and could have went to extra time if Cavalry scored. They definitely only did the bare minimum. And even then, it still might not have been enough, but it was enough, but it might not have been enough. Pumas, their coach, Lemma is trash. I don't care. He is a trash coach. Let's just be real. He is a lucky coach, but a trash coach. Memolte saved them single-handedly. Man of the match for me is Memolte Martinez, because if he didn't score those 2 goals, Gustavo Lemma probably would have been fired by tomorrow morning. And that's probably what Pumas deserves, is getting rid of him. I think anybody could agree Gustavo Lemma is a horrible manager. That man doesn't know his head from his ass or a wrist lock from a wrist watch. That man is an idiot. He has no brain. Like, his head is empty. You shake his head, you'll just hear coins rattling around or something. There's coins in that brain instead of a brain. In that skull instead of a brain. I mean, my God. Like, Cavalry tactically outfoxed him. The only reason they lost this tie was a referee seemed to have it out for them. And I'm not saying the penalty wasn't a penalty. Guess what? Save. But if it was 11 versus 11, who's to say Memolte scores the header? Definitely, I don't think scores the header. Scores the laser? Maybe. But hey, you still, well, you would have won on away goals anyway. But again, if there's 11 men defending, who's to say either of those goals go in? The referee put his finger on the scale of this game. El Hijo de Drone Boy, Jay Herdman, gets sent off. True. But, again, that's double jeopardy. He should have never been sent off. Yes, his feet were up, the studs were up, went into the leg of said forward. True. Said Pumas forward. True. That happened. That's double jeopardy. That is double jeopardy. It was a penalty. Should be penalty and yellow. If it's still 11 v 11 and Carducci makes the save, who's to say Pumas wins this game? 1-0, 2-0, who knows? Hell, does Cavalry score? I think they have a better chance in doing it if they're 11 v 11. I think this referee put his finger on the scale. Truthfully, I think this referee had it out for Cavalry. This referee, there were some yellow cards that Pumas committed, or should have been yellow cards that Pumas committed, that Cavalry got given yellows for. Whether it was reduced back to a yellow or just a yellow. And hell, again, the double jeopardy, penalty, yes. Red card, no. Penalty and yellow, yes. That's what it should have been for El Hijo de Drone Boy. But, so, I mean, seriously, Cavalry shot themselves in the foot by not defending later and trying to score first. Score first, ask questions later. That's what I'm saying. You try to win, not play to survive. You try to win. You play to win. So what you do is go on the front foot, even though I understand they had the lead, so defending makes sense. And then you're down a man, you kind of have to defend for a while to save some time and then hope you score later. I get that. But if it was me, instead of Tommy Wheeldon Jr., and all respect to Tommy Wheeldon, by the way, have all the respect in the world for him. I think he's a wonderful coach. I don't think this is on him, per se. I mean, they won the first leg. Yeah, he chose the wrong path, but I get it. They have less money, a lower wage bill than Pumas. I get it. But Pumas were there for the taking. But if it were me, score first, ask questions later. Or defend later, but you get my point. Score first, get the away goal. Pumas was not scoring more than 2. Either down a man, they didn't score more than 2 up a man, and they want to score 2 evenly. You score a goal as Cavalry, worst comes to worst, you're going to extra time. So why not go to score first? You get a goal, worst comes to worst. Say it's 1-1, you still have the lead on away goals. Actually, no, 3-2. You defend your ass off and hope if it is a goal, it's only 1. But looking at how Pumas played this game, or the first, they weren't scoring more than 3. I think anybody could have came in and said that. I don't think anybody I thought Pumas would score 3 goals in one game. Guess what? 2 with you scoring 1 would have put you in extra time. Then we have a different conversation. But Cavalry, in the end, shot themselves in the foot, even though they fought hard. I'm not disrespecting their effort. I'm not disrespecting Tommy Wilden Jr. I'm just saying, Cavalry could have won this tie if they shoot first, score first, and ask questions later, defend later. Or defend while you're trying to score. But you deal with the rest later. You get 1 goal. Hope to God they don't score 3. Preferably not 2. But you try to get the goal, then see if they score 3. Which they weren't. Pumas, up a man, couldn't score 3. That's a plus for Cavalry, but in the end, I guess it's not, but it's a moral victory. And equal, they would not have scored 3. Mamonte Martinez single-handedly saved their ass. The Tronco, the club merchant. He can't score for Mexico, but he can score because he's a freaking tower and score a header and then score a laser just for giggles. Okay, all right, cool. Tronco. You let a Tronco score on you twice. And the bad part about that for Pumas is you let a Tronco score on you twice. A Tronco saved their ass. How do you let that happen? Wow. Wow. I mean, Pumas, they got their job done by the skin of their teeth. Every Mexican team survived Part 1, Round 1. Round 1, Part 1. 5 for 5. 5-0 on my predictions for Round 1, Part 1. All Mexican teams survived by the skin of their teeth. So all 6 Mexican teams, they have 6 Mexican teams in the round of 16, with America joining because of the Liga MX's first round bye. But it almost didn't seem that way. Tigres, Cavalry, and Chivas were all on a tightrope. Yeah, Cruz Azul, Monterrey were probably still going to advance through the second leg. But even then, they struggled the first leg, though. But they all survive and they all advance. 5-0 on my Round 1, Part 1 predictions. 5 for 5. I mean, I said they would all go through. I'm not too mad. But damn, I really wish an upset happened tonight. But Cavalry fought their asses off. Just wasn't meant to be. Whether the referee had it out for them or they just couldn't win. Who knows? With that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Send some chats on the live streams. Comment on this video. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. I will see you tomorrow for a live watch along and review of Orlando City SC versus Inter Miami preseason friendly. Yes, they have one more on a Friday. Happy Valentine's Day. We gonna be wearing pink on Valentine's Day. How fitting. We gonna see you tomorrow. And then, of course, MLS kit countdown, kit ranking, Saturday, 8 p.m., I'm thinking. Every jersey should be out by the end of tomorrow so I can make the PowerPoint before the game, a little bit after, and then a little bit before the stream on Saturday. Sunday, my MLS predictions, 2025 MLS predictions video on Sunday. And then on Monday, we're off. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesday, Wednesday, definitely Champions Cup. Thursday, we might be doing the Four Nations face-off final if Canada makes it. If not, Vancouver versus Saprissa. Friday off. Saturday, Toronto FC season opener. Sunday, Portland versus Vancouver. The early game on Sunday through MLS. Monday off. You know what it is. But MLS is almost back. And all of the round of 16 or round 1 ties for part 2 or MLS ties. So MLS is back next week. Whether it's CONCACAF or the full league, it's back. Let's go. With that being said, I'll see you later. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. Congratulations. Felicidades Pumas. Commiserations Cavalry. We move. Peace.